watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. They're announcing the starting lineups for tonight's game. Jeff, the wind's going to play a factor once again here as it is blowing in from left field, from left to home plate. So if somebody decides to lift one out of the park today, they better get a good rip at it.
I'll tell you what, Maury, there's girls on both of these teams that can do just that.
Well,
there's girls on both of them. They catch it right, and they can make the ball fly.
Well, it's not going to be no cheap one, I can tell you that.
No, it won't be a cheapie.
And, Jeff, the Panthers coming off of a tough loss Tuesday night to an Eagle Pass win, one that you would think the Panthers would win. Couple of mistakes on the base pass kind of cost Medina Valley a little bit, but nevertheless, you got to move on to the next game, and this is the next game when you got the league-leading South San Bobcats coming into town. Yeah. Well, are they leagued? Are they winning?
No, they're actually the team in third place now.
Oh, okay.
In first place, we have Southwest and McCullum. So we're actually in fourth place now, and we're going to go ahead and take a break as we're about to do the national anthem. We'll be back with the
Panther softball.
South Texas towing here shortly.
Right now at Chevrolet's three-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with zero down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Dotson House Moving and Construction is a fourth-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dotson House Moving and Construction does it all. 939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. And, Jeff, the pregame show is sponsored by Southwest Towing.
South Texas Towing.
South Texas Towing, located out of Natalia, Texas.
Yeah, thank you for – it's actually Lone Star Towing.
Lone Star Towing,
Lone
okay.
Star Towing. Don't get it confused with South Texas. Nope. South Texas is not a sponsor of this radio broadcast.
I apologize for that.
It is Lone Star Towing out of Natalia, Texas, and thank them for, coming on and being a part of our broadcast this year. And, if you needed somebody to tow, there it is. But thanks for the pregame show. Ain't much of a pregame show today, Maury, as we had the teacher appreciation tonight. So
we didn't get starting lineups till late. So starting lineup for your visiting Bobcats: Davila, Cuevas, and Lackey, the top three; Suarez, Martinez, Cortez, the middle three; Ramirez, Elias, and Balzadua, the bottom three.
Yeah, Davila was a thorn in the Panthers' side the first time they played.
Lefty versus lefty. First pitch is a strike called, 0-1. Lissy Salazar inside the circle, up and behind the plate. Montez at first. Valenzuela moves from short to second. Gonzalez moves to short. And Chichester at third. Haley Marshall in left. Castiglione in center. And Viejo out in right field. The 0-1 pitch to Davila is taking outside, ball one ball and one strike.
The first round matchup was a one-run ball game, I believe, Maury, won by South San.
Ground ball to Salazar. Salazar over to first for the put out. 1-3 for out number one. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Vanny Cuevas.
Now batting number 5, Vanny Cuevas.
Just got to apologize for the wind that y'all are hearing howling through the microphones. We lost the little felt covers that cover them, so it kind of blocks that out. But nevertheless, bear with us. The first pitch to Cuevas is a strike called 0-1.
Yeah, so Maury, part of the pregame show we didn't get to talk about. The Panthers need to right the ship. They were stunned Tuesday night in a game that, most everybody would agree that they should win, and which, it kind of stunned the whole district. Put the Panthers in a fourth place spot where they were tied for third. Everybody else that was supposed to win and do what they were supposed to do did. So now it's going to be tough as the Panthers begin the second round of play to catch up. They're not out of the district race by any means.
1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1.
Quite the contrary. They're still in control of their own destiny.
Oh, absolutely. Salazar settles in. The 2-1 pitch is outside, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Did I hear, Maury, you played golf today?
Yes, I did.
Beautiful day today until that wind blew in.
Oh, wind was pretty nasty.
Did it blow like this all day?
About halfway, over halfway through, about the last 14 holes.
I was going to say, I walked outside at one point at work today, and it was beautiful. It was about 1 or 2 o'clock.
Full count pitch now coming to Cuevas. Salazar stares in, and the pitch. Change up, and just outside. Wow. Panther fans were kind of wondering where that pitch was, as so was I, but a ball 4 walk. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Leah Lackey.
Lackey had a home run, I believe, against us at South San. Did she not, Maury?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I believe she was the one that she hit a home run. But I can't remember, let me see, who pitched? I think Alyssa Montez pitched for us in the last game. So they haven't seen Lissy. That's one advantage, the Panthers have is a lefty pitcher. Don't see lefties, very often in this district.
Ball 1 ball and no strikes.
Ball moves a little different.
Yep.
And when Lissy's on, her fastball is cutting. And it's cutting hard.
1-0 pitch is a strike called, evens count at 1-1. One pitch. Foul back into the screen, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That right there, Maury, is a good example of what Lissy's ball can do to a right-handed batter. That ball started out over the inside part of the plate and cut hard right on her hands, and there was nothing that the batter could do with that pitch except foul it off.
One-two pitch. Outside and high, 2-2. Great location,
Good
though.
idea. Over here on the baseball field, Maury, we will have the baseball game starting periodically. They'll be playing Eagle Pass Win.
Ground ball inside the hold into right field. Runner will hold at second base.
Yep, that was almost a hit and run. The runner was in motion as that ball was hit, and she put it right there in between in the 3-4 hole.
Going to bring up the catcher, Abigail Suarez. 2 runners on and 1 out. That's the Bobcats bat here in the top of the first. First pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1.
Maury, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say something right away about prayers going out to one of the longtime residents of Castroville, and
0-1 pitch is down in the dirt. Good block there by Upton, keeping it in front of her, 1-1.
And the many years she was the first lady of Panther Athletics, Judy Patterson, passed away this week, and want to wish all the Patterson family well.
Another ground ball in the right field. Runner at second being waved home. Now she holds up, and that's a good reason because Vallejo threw a bullet in there.
You can tell the Bobcats have made a little adjustment early. Not looking to pull anything with this wind like it is today. They're shooting everything. If it comes off the outer part of the plate, they're shooting it into right field.
So we got one out. Runners all over the bases. Cuevas, Lackey, and Suarez. Got a courtesy runner for Suarez.
And switching the shortstop and the second baseman.
So Gonzalez will go to second. Valenzuela will move to short. The last two hits have been hit in between first and second. But they were base hits. I don't know. The second baseman couldn't do nothing about either one of those two hits.
Maybe this is part of Winteo's strategy tonight.
Infield is pulled in. Martinez the batter. First pitch to Salazar. Strike called, 0-1.
Lissy's done a good job of starting these batters off with strikes.
Cortez waits on deck. Martinez waits the 0-1 pitch. It's on its way. Down low in the dirt. Evens the count at 1-1. Panthers in a jam here in the first inning. With the bases loaded and one out. One pitch is a ground ball to second baseman. Second baseman over to first. Wow, you had a chance to get her at home plate.
Yeah, ball was not hit hard, but it was hit hard enough to possibly get an out here.
So you're going to get a fielder's choice. It's going to go down as an RBI for Martinez. Or no, actually, it's not going to go down as a fielder's choice.
Now we've got
it's going to go down as a 4-3 for out number 2.
Maury, we have a Peerless Equipment pitching change. As Alyssa Montez will move to the circle, and Avery Nash will enter the game and play first base.
And do we want to take a quick break?
We sure can.
Take a quick break. Gives our sponsor some action. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Have you ever made a friend by accident? I know I have. This is Alec with Lone Star Towing of Natalia, and I just want to let y'all know that I pay top dollar for your junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. I can even come to your location and tow it out of there at no extra charge. Give me a call at 210-777-0585, and I'll be sure to get you taken care of quickly.
Welcome back to Panthers Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. One run across, RBI for Martinez. Runners move to second and third. Michaela Cortez, the left fielder, steps in for the Panthers. Montez in the circle now for Medina Valley. She takes the place of Salazar. First pitch is taken outside, ball one ball and no strikes. Avery Nash, who was listed in the starting lineup as the extra hitter, has moved to first base. Salazar out. Strike called, 1-1.
Not sure how that works.
I'm not either. Just going to tell you whoever's batting next, and that's it. I don't understand it all. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Cortez steps back in. Slightly open stance. Waits the 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The Bobcats have scratched 1 run across here in the top of the first. Pitch is outside, full count.
We've got a full count. 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the first inning.
That ball is in low, ball 4. At the base, open. The designated player, Reina Ramirez, now steps to the plate. Another lefty in the lineup for the Bobcats. Pitch. High, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. And the 1-0. Down low, 2-0. Lissa needs to bear down here. Throw some strikes, throw some quality pitches here. As Ramirez is ahead in the count. Snap throw down to third, not in time, but that's a strike called. Going to move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike.
Pitch counts 2-1.
And a 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Down up at 2-2 with 2 outs. Bases loaded.
1 more pitch here now, Alyssa. Let's get out of this inning with little damage. Ramirez digs in the 2-2 pitch. High, full count. Runners will be in motion. Where are they going? Watch out. You got her trapped. Oh, no.
Tag her out.
Safe.
Yeah, got her. Okay.
They got her. Okay.
Score. And the run did not score.
Nope. The out was made before the run.
All right, we're going to have a question here, and he's going to ask the home plate umpire. And this.
Well, the home plate umpire was closer.
Well, he was.
But you can't overrule the guy out in the field.
Well, I've seen it done. Now,
well,
what do you do, though, if you say it's safe? Yep. So
and she's going to score.
Back. No, you got to put the runners back.
No, you ain't. I guarantee you ain't.
They better. If I'd go 8, I'd go 8.
Well, you're going to go.
Runner goes back. Runner goes back.
I told you. 2-0.
That's, no argument here either. Okay, Here we go, finally. Yeah, I would argue that. If you're going to, you called her out, and that run did not cross home plate. The run, if that run did not score before that play.
I'm not saying a word, but I'm going to tell you it's going to stand.
No, it is going to stand, and it's wrong. And I'd probably get thrown out because of that right here in that situation.
Full count now.
Because you could have said I could have had a play at the plate, but he called her out. And now
Strike
you
out.
strike her out. That's
Clean strikeout. Bobcats, however, with 2 on the board. Top of the first inning.
I don't know.
So 2-0 after half an inning. Panthers coming to bat. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Panthers will send to the plate Montez, Gonzalez, Nash, Chichester, Vallejo, Castiglione, Stivers, Upton, and Valenzuela. Perez inside the circle, Suarez the catcher, Martinez at first, Balzadua at second, Davila at short, Cuevas at third, Cortez in left, Lackey in center, and Elias in right. First pitch to Montez is a little blooper in the hole, down in front of the right fielder for a base hit.
Wasn't hit as hard as I thought it was. I thought it was a gapper. It kind of floated, cut back to the right fielder. Right fielder did a good job of getting over there to it.
Viviana Diaz will go back and run for Montez as Elena Gonzalez steps to the plate. Ball outside, 1-0. Cuevas about 5 feet in front of third base. Awaiting the slap here from Gonzalez. 1-0 pitch. Fake bunt, pulls it back, 2-0. Ball 3-0.
Got 2-1 up here. We got the right count here, Maury?
I didn't see him call a strike.
No, okay.
Pitch. She bunts it back towards the pitcher. Towards the catcher.
3-0 count. 3-0 count, and you're sacrificing? Maybe she was trying to bunt for a hit.
Nevertheless, it's 3-1. Diaz, the pitch runner at first. Montez led off the inning with a single. 3-1 pitch. Bunts through that one. Full count. So Perez has battled back from a 3-0 count to fill up the count with the payoff pitch on its way. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Wow, that was a great job by Perez battling back from a 3-0 count to get the first out of the ballgame via the strikeout. Avery Nash will step to the plate now for the Panthers.
Avery's been swinging a good bat as of late. Well, since she came back from the injury, she made solid contact pretty much every time. Had a RBI single Tuesday night.
First pitch is fouled off the catcher's mitt. 0-1.
This is one young lady here that will not be cheated on her cut. She's going to take some rips. This is also one of the ladies we talked about before the game, Maury, in the Lone Star Towing pregame show that if she gets a hold of one, can fight it into that wind.
The 0-1 popped up back behind the screen, 0-2.
Tuesday, Maury, we traveled to the old confines of Southwest High School. We will have that broadcast live.
The 0-2. Ground ball by the third baseman for a base hit. 0-2 pitch as she ropes it in between the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Second hit of the inning. Diaz will move over to second base. For the third baseman, Ariel Chichester.
44, Ariel Chichester.
First pitch to Chester's low and inside, 1-0.
More, the Panthers overall Tuesday night only had 6 hits. Good job, by the Eagle Pass win pitcher, keeping them off balance, moving the ball around.
The 1-0, strike called in tight on the fist.
That's one of those.
1-1.
She lived there in the game at South San. Remember, she's the opposite of a lot of these girls. She lived on the inside part of the plate. She's got the same as Lissy. Her fastball's got a little cut to it, moves away from a righty.
1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch floats in there for a strike, 1-2. Much to the chagrin of the Panther fans.
Yeah, that was pretty high when it crossed
when
the
it
plate.
crossed the plate, yeah.
Yeah.
The 1-2 pitch. Lifted. It's going to blow it out in foul ball territory. No play. Count stays at 1-2. If you've just joined us, it's 2-0 in favor of South San. They scratched 2 runs across in the first inning. 2 runs and on 3 hits. On 2 hits, and 2 walks. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Mackenzie Viejo.
Next up for the Panthers, number 3, Mackenzie Viejo.
Perez trying to pitch out of a little jam in the first inning for South San. First pitch to Valenzuela is a swing and a miss, 0-1.
She went back to the outside on that one. Had a little cut to the outside.
Change up low.
That looked closer to a strike than the one to Ariel.
Pretty much. 1-1's the count. 2 runners on with 2 outs.
Good crowd tonight, Maury.
Yes, it
Bleachers
is.
are full. And there's a lot out there on the hill.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Snap throw down, not in time. As Diaz is back in there safely. Cannot sleep on the catcher, Suarez.
South San's a well-coached team.
The 1-2. That hits are on the foot. And that hit by pitch is sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. Like accidents happen, so do hit by pitches. Your State Farm agent will be there, and Jeff, that loads the bases.
Yeah.
As she had Viejo down in the count, 1-2.
Had her by the ropes, and she tried to come back inside, Maury, and that pitch kind of got away from her a little bit.
So now Morgan Castiglione steps to the plate for the Panthers with 2 outs. Both teams have loaded the bases in their first inning. Panthers just need to scratch a couple runs across to even up the slate here. First pitch is way high. 1 ball and no strikes.
Oops.
See if that hit by pitch might have rattled Perez here a little bit. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to shortstop over to third for the putout. It's going to be a fielder's choice for Castiglione. 6-5 for out number 3 for the Panthers. No runs, 2 hits, 3 left on base. We head to the second. Panthers trail 2-0. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Remodeling and Moving. And Jeff, the starting pitcher Salazar has been re-entered.
Well, we've gone back to, it looks like the original lineup, I think. Izzy Valenzuela goes back to short. Valenzuela goes back to short. And Gonzalez back to second.
Amisteth goes back to short.
What is it?
Amisteth. Valenzuela.
Amethyst. That's
Yep.
it. Sorry. I'm sure she's related to Izzy. But anyway, Amethyst Valenzuela back to shortstop and Gonzalez back to second, and Lissy back in the circle.
Leading off for South San will be the right fielder, Trinity Elias.
Did he call that a ball?
He called that a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Panthers number 23, Lissy Salazar.
The 1-1 pitch. Strike called, 1-2. Pitch to Trinity is high. Takes that pitch for a ball, 2-2.
We'll give a shout out, Maury, to one of the Panthers' own, Aubrey Dominguez, who is feeling under the weather today, and she is at home. Wish her well.
Line drive down the first base line. Count stays at 1-2.
And the Panther baseball game has started over next to us, Maury. We'll try to, for those of you that aren't tuning in over there and you're tuned in here, we'll try to give you some updates. They are on Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Wow, just off the plate, 2-2. Wow, that's a good location
That
for
was a great
Lissy.
location for that changeup.
Wow, and that takes a lot of fortitude to take that pitch from Elias. Full count pitch. Foul back. Count stays full.
Looks like the
Payoff pitch. Strike called. Backwards K. Strikeout looking for out number 1.
that was a backdoor fastball there. Came in and caught the corner of the plate.
It's going to bring up Sophia Balzadua, the second baseman.
Baseball game is in the bottom of the first. Looks like the Panthers are just now coming up to bat.
First pitch to strike called. 0-1. Salazar just bringing the heat there. The 0-1 bunt. Salazar, Chester takes charge in front of the mound to Montez at first base. 5-3 for the putout. Good job by the third baseman taking control over there. That's one thing to Chester is she has a great glove there at third base and a great arm. We head back to the top of the order with Kendra Davila. Davila grounded out to the pitcher to start the ball game, so she is 0 for 1. First pitch to strike called. Lissy with the 0-1 delivery. bunt. Salazar going to have a tough play at first. Not in time. That's an infield single. That's the good speed by the leadoff hitter, Davila. And there was nothing that anyone could do. Upton was up there too, but I don't believe either one of them would have had a chance, as she was down the line in a hurry. Salazar gave it all she had, but just a little bit late. There's a great position bunt there, and that's going to bring up Vanny Cuevas. Cuevas walked and scored the first run of the ball game off the RBI for Martinez. Takes that pitch outside, ball 1-0.
Maury, plans for this weekend?
Relax.
Don't do it.
2-0 is the count. Going to watch some college basketball, which I don't know why the Southeastern Conference decided they were going to wreck my bracket already last night. Kentucky and now Florida loses today,
and Tech
as a
lost
top
last
seed.
night. I'm sure you had Tech in the Sweet 16.
Nope, I just had them win in one game.
And they didn't even do that.
2-0 pitch, 3-0. Kentucky lost. That took me out.
Bracket busters, huh?
Yeah, and then Florida decides that they're going to lose. And then the number 4 Auburn Tigers, the 4th seed, they decide that they're going to lose today. So there you go. I had them going to the Elite 8. I had Kentucky going to the Final 4. It's enough about basketball. My bracket's ruined.
Usually we carry on this discussion, Maury, for about 2 weeks.
Nope.
So we're going to have to find something else to talk about?
Talk about Wemby.
Wemby? Yeah, he's getting better.
He's getting good.
He's getting better.
Spurs need to keep losing so they can get another lottery pick.
Well, like they did with David Robinson.
Yeah, get that big Baycott out of North Carolina. That would be the Twin Towers there.
Maybe they'll do some trading at time. They got to fill in the pieces around him, that's for sure.
3-0, fakes the bunt, pulls it back for ball 4. So a 2-out single and then a 2-out walk has runners at first and second.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
For Lackey, who singled and scored the second run of the ball.
I know a lot of people don't like Popovich, and his coaching is, sometimes been questionable, but his GM decisions, along with whatever the GM name is, they make some pretty good decisions.
Pitch is inside, ball 1-0. I don't know if they do not like Pop because of his coaching decisions. I think when he started to mix politics into coaching, I think that's when he kind of lost people. But
I never once heard him say anything about politics out on the floor.
Well, no, but
that's
behind the scenes.
That ain't behind the scenes. People ask him a question, he answers it.
Yep. Well,
I'm
done with it, Democrat. Just be quiet.
Oh, come on.
I'm trying to smooth it over. 1-1. Need a quality pitch here, Jeff, from Lissy. Work out of this jam. Now, does this eliminate Montez? You said she can't come back and pitch?
To my knowledge, I don't think you can re-enter a substitute.
I know you can. I know you can the starter, and that's what happened.
The starter you can re-enter, but to my knowledge, from what I can remember, your relief pitcher cannot re-enter in the circle.
So it's pretty much up to Lissy from here on out.
Well, you still got McKenzie.
Oh, I didn't know she.
Who's thrown a little bit this year.
2-1. Ground ball at third. Chester eats it up.
Yeah.
Fair ball. The coach wanted it foul, but that's a Jeff. That young lady there, she is tough at third base. There's nothing gets by her. 5 unassisted if you're scoring at home. 4 out, number 3. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Medina Valley trails 2-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panthers Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Aniston Stiver steps into the box for the Panthers. She'll lead off here in a second. Stivers, Upton, and Valenzuela, I believe, that will be.
Yeah, that's what I figured. She's a pinch hitter. She's a pinch hitter.
So is this a one-time?
Well, no. The most she can hit this time. She's hitting for Salazar, I guess, probably again.
Okay.
Or she may be hitting for Valenzuela. I don't know.
Well, we'll see who bats in the 9 spot then, right?
Yeah, but so if she hits twice, then you got to pull out whoever she hits for.
Well, then she can't be hitting for Salazar because you don't want to pull.
Well, she was Tuesday.
Well, but she wouldn't. Well, she hadn't been re-entered into the game as the pitcher again.
Yeah, I don't know how all that's going to work. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm confused. I feel like Leroy Brown when he got in that fight, feel like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone, trying to figure out the strategy here.
Yeah.
So here we go now.
I would think that she's hitting for the person listed last, so that would be Valenzuela.
Yeah, that's what it was on the lineup card.
No, there's no Salazar in the batting lineup, though.
Well, it had her in the batting lineup here as 9th.
Well, then I have no idea.
I'll just call whoever steps to the plate.
We'll figure it out.
Yep. So Stiver steps to the plate. Bottom of the second. First pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. One 0. Strike called over the outside part of the plate. Evens count at 1-1.
Make an adjustment.
Perez checks the dugout for the pitch, checks the wrist chart. And Stivers awaits the 1-1 pitch. And here it is. Ball lifted into center field. Center fielder going back, makes the play on the warning track for out number 1. Good job by Lackey tracking that ball for the out. F8 for out number 1. Stivers give a charge to it, but Wynn just kept that one down. Kaylee Upton now steps to the plate. First pitch to Upton. Ball 1, low. 1-0. Scores 2-0 here as the Bobcats load the bases and push 2 runs across here in the top of the first. We're in the top of the third right now, still 2-0. 1-0 pitch, way high and outside, 2-0. Looks like Salazar will be the batter on deck for the Panthers. Two-0 to Upton. A shot in between the 5-6 hole, gets in for a base hit.
Good job of Upton.
Upton roped that one.
Yeah, she got a good piece of that.
That's the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Panthers. That's going to bring up Lissy Salazar. Well, I think we'll see. Oh, yeah, okay. We're going to have a runner for Upton.
It's going to be Gonzalez.
Number 87 will be Alicia Gonzalez. courtesy runner for the catcher.
Coming in to run over first base, number 87, Alicia Gonzalez.
Elena struck out her previous at bat in the first inning. She is 0 for 1. Cuevas in about quarter of the way at third. That pitch is slapped back into the backstop for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Ground ball by the third, but it's foul.
Oh,
It was wide.
Yeah, I mean after it passed the base, it was wide, but that sure looked like it caught the inside or the outside of that bag.
Nevertheless, it's 0-2.
And that was beautiful because she put it right underneath that third baseman who's drawn in a little bit.
Perez gets a sign from the dugout, now checks the wristband. Lissy waits the 0-2 pitch. Line down the third base line, but foul once again. Count stays at 0-2. So the 0-2 once again from Perez. Another shot down the third base line.
Well, she's just a tad tardy on that.
Perez is working away from Salazar, and that's what Lissy wants. She can place that ball. It's the left fielder now. Cortez is guarding the line.
They've got her seriously as a puncher over there.
The
now,
shortstop,
playing as a puncher.
The shortstop is on the grass, Davila.
And she hits it right back up the middle.
Got one, and nope, for the out.
She almost made them pay with that, Maury, as they had basically as a inverted shift on. And if she could have got it another step or two to the other side of second base, she'd have had it through there for a base hit.
Yeah, that's going to be 4 unassisted for the put out of Upton, which it was a courtesy runner. But nevertheless, 2 outs now. Salazar on first with the fielder's choice. Montez steps back to the plate. Alyssa singled in the first inning, but was stranded. So she is 1 for 1. First pitch is way high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, outside, 2-0.
But like you and I have talked about, Maury, probably not a bad one right here to pitch around if you needed to.
Kind of thinking that. But Montez digs in. She waits a 2-0 pitch from Perez. Perez a little deliberate here at this at bat. Ball is lifted in the right field, pulling away from the right fielder, gets down. See if they send her home to throw home. And she is out. What a block by the home plate catcher, Jeff. She blocked Lissy completely out, and I don't know if Lissy's okay. She slid in, Jeff, against the catcher's knee, and she's in a little bit of pain as Coach Quinteo's talking to her.
Yeah, she's an emotional girl, so she's probably just upset that she got thrown out. It happens.
But that's a single. Salazar will be retired. That would go from a 9-3 to a 9-4 or 9-3 to 2. Would you score that?
Yeah, 9-3-2. Yep, good play.
9-3-2 for the put out number 3. So for the Bobcats in that, or for the Panthers in that inning. 2 hits, no runs, 2 left on base. We go to the third. Medina Valley trails 2-0.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a 4th-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and
Dodson
House Moving
and Remodeling. Suarez, Martinez, and Cortez. Suarez singled in the first inning, was stranded at third. Montez back in there in the circle for the Panthers. Takes that pitch in on the hands, 1-0. So Suarez is 1 for 1 and made a good play of blocking the plate in that last inning. That pitch is strike called, 1-1. Ball, 2-1. Jeff and I were talking off the air, totally confused because I did not think that the second pitcher could come back and re-enter and pitch again, but
nobody argued it.
Nobody argues. That's the rules of softball, I guess. 2-1 pitch is a strike call, 2-2.
Looks like the
2-2.
baseball team has the leadoff man on in the bottom of the second. Nobody out.
Full count now to Suarez. Pitch is foul back into the screen. Count stays full.
I'll tell you what, one thing I noticed the last time we played South San, I noticed about their hitters, they will foul off pitches that they don't like. And they hit a lot of foul balls.
Payoff pitch once again. Foul back into the screen. Count still full. Suarez leads here off in the top of the third. 2-0 ball game. Favor of the Bobcats. Payoff pitch. It's a shot in the gap. That's going to go to the fence. She'll be stand up double as the throw will be cut off.
Well, Maury, Alyssa's done a great job pitching, and that time she went to the well one too many times as all 3 pitches were on the outer half of the plate, about the same height, and finally batter got one she liked, got the barrel on it, and hit it into the gap.
They took my lineup card, so it's number 25 is in the courtesy run for the catcher, Suarez. So I'm not sure what the young lady's name is.
I was trying to listen to the announcer. Nobody out. Runner on second.
Pitch bounces in, gets by Upton. Runner will
third.
Be on third. 60 feet closer. Kiera Martinez batting the first baseman. Kiera grounded out but drove in the first run of the ball game. She's 0 for 1 with an RBI. 1-0 pitch, a shot at second baseman. Second baseman, it's off her glove. She gathers it back, throws it to first, but the runner will score from third. 4-3 if you're scoring at home for out number 1, but that's the second RBI via the ground out for Martinez. Michaela Cortez steps to the plate. Michaela walked in the first inning but was stranded at second, so she has no official at-bats. Ball 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball right up the middle for a base hit. 5 hits now in the ball game off the bats of the Bobcats. Reina Ramirez steps to the plate. Ramirez struck out to end inning number 1. So she is 0 for 1. High and outside, 1-0. Montez with the long stare in. Pitch is foul back. Evens to count it 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. 3-0 now is your new score, as the Bobcats have scratched another run here in the third. 1-1 pitch is outside, 2-1. Ramirez, a couple practice swings. Now back in the box, waits the 2-1 pitch. And here it is. Swing and a miss, chased one out high, 2-2. Two, way outside, full count. Runner will probably be in motion at first base with a full count. That's Cortez at first. Full count pitch, way outside, ball 4. In this inning, 2 hits and a walk. A run scored already. Send to the plate the right fielder, Trinity Elias. Trinity was the strikeout victim to start inning number 2. Bunts it, but it bounces back into the backstop. No balls and 1 strike.
Baseball's got a runner on second base with 1 out.
DO1 squares around the bunt. Montez with the play at first.
Good play.
1,
make sure of the out.
3 for out number 2. That's going to go down as a sacrifice, isn't it?
Yep.
So the runners will move to second and third for your number 9 hitter, Sophia Gonzalez. Sophia grounded out to Chichester. Her only at bat, so she is 0 for 1. This is a big out. You got to get this number 9 hitter. You don't want to turn it back to the top to Davila. First pitch is high and outside, 1-0.
This is one of those times it's a good time for a timeout, just to go settle your pitcher down and let her know, hey, 9-hole batter, let's throw strikes here.
The 1-0 pitch, high and outside, 2-0. Montez a little frustrated with herself. Like, I just crossed over my body with that pitch and need to come straight through. 2-2 with 2 outs, bases juiced. Well, not juiced, but they're second and third in scoring position. Ground ball past the diving second baseman. 1 run will score. 2 runners will score. A 2-out, 2 RBI single from the number 9 hitter. And that, Jeff, that's when you get behind 2-0. You got to come over with something across the plate. And and Balzador makes her pay with a base hit.
True dat, true dat.
We head back to the top with Davila. Davila grounded out and singled, so she is 1 for 2 tonight. 5-0 now.
You got a feeling,
Score.
looking at the mannerisms of the girls out there, that they're not having a good time.
The 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0.
Softball's about having fun. Maury?
All sports is supposed to be,
Yeah,
Jeff.
have fun. You got 2 outs. You're 1 pitch away.
Shot past the shortstop. She's going to
She's
send the
gonna go
runner
to
to third. A good throw. Got her out.
Nice throw.
That was
Oh,
Castiglione.
The coach he held up both hands. He's like, I gave you the stop sign. She ran through a stop sign, and Morgan Castiglione gets a great assist from the outfield. A 8-5 put out there, Maury.
8-5.
To end the inning. Never make the last out of the inning at third base.
Nope, but unfortunately they did. Unfortunate for the Panthers. 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 left on base. We get to the bottom of the third. Panthers need to get something going. Trail 5-0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Panthers will start this inning off with number 9, Elena Gonzalez. Panthers trail 5-0 here. Gonzalez.
You know, I'm a little confused with our batting lineup because we have 2 girls out there, I believe, that did not hit. Isn't that correct? Haley Marshall in right field and Amethyst Valenzuela at shortstop?
Yep.
Did either one hit?
Nope. 1 ball and no strikes to Gonzalez. One 0 pitch. Outside 2-0. But that's according to my lineup that I got. It's totally different than what.
No, I'm just saying neither one of them came up to the plate, and they were both out there on defense. I mean, I understand you can have oh, I know what it was.
2-0 pitch.
Somebody's getting
3-0.
Somebody's getting hit for, and then Annie, when she came up, pinch hit for somebody. So that's why.
3-0 now as Gonzalez is ahead in the count. Panthers need some base runners as they trail 5-0 here in the bottom of the third. That's a strike called, taken all the way. 3-1.
Good take there by Elena. You need base runners. You're down by 5. Get that leadoff runner on and try to get something going. Got a hot bat coming up.
Ball 4. Lead off walk for the Panthers. That's what we need, some base runners.
Yeah, you never know what a walk will do to a pitcher. You know, I know in baseball it's completely different because you may change a pitcher from the windup to the stretch. But in softball, they've got somebody that they got to pay attention to.
Avery Nash steps to the plate now. Avery singled her lone at bat. She is 1 for 1. First pitch is a swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1. Strike called, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, runner at first. Nobody out. Panthers trail by 5 in the third. The 0-2 pitch to Nash. Check swing. Holds back on that high fastball. Counts the ace down. Moves now to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Good pitch by the pitcher there. She went right back up to that rise ball. Nash was able to stay off of it.
And the 1-2. Shot into left field. Left fielder going back. That's going to be down for at least a single. Rated her on for a double. No! Holds up at second. So that's just a long single, but that's the second hit of the ball game for Nash. It's down in the count, 1-2, and comes through with a big clutch hit for the Panthers.
And I was watching Coach Mateo on that one, and she was waving the runner at second on. She was trying to bring her to third base because that would have been a double. But the runner decided to hold up.
So still now a force at any base as Chester steps to the plate. Ariel struck out for the second out in inning number 1, so she is 0 for 1. Panthers have a rally going here, need to keep it going, need to score some runs.
They had first and second earlier in the game, and were not able to move the runners from first and second.
Pitch is inside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Bluffs the bunt, blows it back. 2-0.
So 2-0 situation here, Maury. Hitter's pitch.
Perez delivers. Square around the bunt. Good bunt. Throw to first in time as the second baseman covered. That's going to be 5-4 for the putout. Going to be a sacrifice as the runners move from first to second and second to third. Mackenzie Viejo now steps to the plate. Mackenzie was hit by a pitch in the first inning, so she is no official at bats. Gonzalez at third, Nash at second. 1 out. Viejo at the plate. Strike called, 1-0. 0-1, excuse me. Jeff, that was a good play by the third baseman charging in on that bunt.
Absolutely, yeah. She came in from out of nowhere.
Good rotation with the second baseman covering first.
Yeah, and
as the corners were charging in.
Did you notice nobody covered second base the way a lot of teams do it?
0-1. That ball is lifted down the first baseline foul. 0-2. This is a big at bat for Perez for the Bobcats, and a big at bat for the Panthers to try to break this score. This 0 ground ball to the shortstop off the glove of Davila. Runner will go to third, and on the throw, good job of running the bases as Vallejo goes into second.
We're going to take a break, Maury. We got one injured. We'll be back after a word from
Panther softball will continue.
Big State Electric is raising the bar in the San Antonio electrical industry. Working with local and forward-thinking companies, we are changing the downtown skyline with beautiful and innovative buildings. As well as working with local universities, we are revolutionizing academic sports with cutting-edge and high-tech electrical solutions. Join us as we light up the future one project at a time. Big State Electric, competence and quality since 1966, supporting San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and the Gulf Coast region.
Welcome back to Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Panthers have pushed a run across here off the error by the shortstop Davila. Morgan Cascaglione now steps to the plate. Runners at second and third. Still just 1 out. Panthers looking to put up a crooked number here in the third. Trail 5-1 now at the moment. Castiglione steps to the plate. Morgan is 0 for 1. Fielder's choice her first at bat.
Lost in all that was Mackenzie Vallejo going to second base.
Ground ball is foul. Right in front of the catcher's mitt there. 0-1. Nash is the runner at third. Vallejo at second. 1 out. Castiglione at the plate. Yo 1. Ground ball, shortstop, long throw over in time.
You know, you could have had a pinch runner in here for Nash as well. You got a deep bench over there.
At the plate, number 13.
So now Aniston Stiver steps to the plate now. Well, I think, okay. So that is this the second pinch hit? Is that what that means?
Yeah,
now?
so if she doesn't go into the game for whoever she's pinch hitting for, she'll be done.
Okay. And that was when we were commercial break and looking at things. Salazar went back to the
pin
and
to throw some more. I guess you can rotate them in, I guess, as often as you want.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. But I didn't think maybe that was a pony rule I'm thinking of. Pony softball, that you can't re-enter your substitute.
So Stivers now steps to the plate with the same runners at second and third. And he's 0 for 1, flew out to the center fielder. Ground ball to the first baseman. First baseman over and takes it unassisted for the out. 3 unassisted for out number 3 for the Panthers in that inning. 1 run on 1 hit. Panthers left 2 more on base. We head to the fourth. Panthers trail 5-1. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Another pitch and change, Jeff, as Lissy Salazar going back in there for her 3rd time tonight. Montez will move to second. Vanny Cuevas steps to the plate. Cuevas has a run scored. No official at bats, Jeff, as she has walked both times tonight.
Which pitcher pitched to her?
I have no idea. Over to second for the out. 4-3, we're scoring at home for the quick ground out. Well, the first pitcher that pitched to her was Lissy because she batted in the first inning.
Number 4, Leah Lucky.
Oh, she's the number 2 batter.
Number 2 batter, yes.
Okay.
So Leah Lackey up to the plate now. Lackey singled and a fielder's choice. Scored the second run of the ball game for the Bobcats. Takes that first pitch low. Ball 1-0. And a 1-0 pitch. Ground ball down third baseline, but foul 1-1.
Foul ball will reset and do it again. 1-1 pitch coming up, 1 out.
The 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. ball is lifted in the left field. Left fielder going back. It is out of here against that big wind. And Lackey powers that over the fence for a home run. Wow, that was a shot. Oh, my.
Yeah, that pitch was a little high and inside, and she got the head of the bat on it and let it fly.
That was quick hands, and she turned on it.
Yep, and I'm almost positive she's the one that hit the home run against us over at South San. And it was a no-doubter.
Yep. So now at the plate, Abigail Suarez, Suarez singled, doubled, scored a run. So she is 2 for 2, perfect at the plate with a run scored.
So the Panthers get a run in the bottom of the third, and they come right back and get that run right back. Keep
one
that,
out. First pitch is outside, ball 1-0.
Keep that lead at 5.
1-0 pitch. Change of pace pitch there, and it just misses outside. 2-0.
That's easy for you to say.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Lissy with the long stare, and the 2-0 pitch is a strike call, 2-1. Suarez steps out and shakes her head at the third base coach. Said, yeah, I got it. Ball is rocketed foul down the first base line, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 6-1 in favor of the Bobcats here in the top of the fourth. Pitch is down low, full count now. Payoff pitch coming out to the number 4 hitter in the lineup, Abigail Suarez. And here it is. Ball is lifted down the first baseline. Out of play, count stays full.
Like I said, they foul off a lot of pitches.
Full count, 1 out.
Panthers just run out of softballs, had to get one from the dugout. Maybe that's that real soft one. It's real mushy. Payoff pitch once again. A number to the shortstop. Shortstop over to throw to first in time for the out. First time they've figured out Suarez tonight. 6-3, we're scoring at home for out number 2.
Nice routine play there made by Valenzuela.
So we're going to move to Kiara Martinez, the first baseman. Martinez, fielder's choice, and then a ground out. So she is 0 for 2, but does have 2 RBI on the ground outs, 2 out of the 6. That pitch was low and outside, ball 1-0. A little blooper right over to first baseman, going to fall down for a base hit. So a check swing, little Texas leaguer right over the first baseman for the 2-out single for Martinez. That's going to bring up Michaela Cortez, the left fielder. She has walked, singled, and scored a run. So she is 1 for 1 with a run scored. 7 hits now in the ball game for South San. Pitch is called a strike. Snap throw down to first, not in time. As Cortez is down in the count now, 0-1. Pitch is a check swing, gets by Salazar. Salazar stays with it. The throw to first, not in time. It's going to go down as an error.
An error? Did you give her an error on that one?
It was barely hit.
Was it? It looked like it just glanced off her glove. I mean, yeah, I guess it could be an error. Probably should have been fielded, so I'll agree with you there.
So that's going to bring up Rihanna Ramirez. Ramirez struck out, walked, and scored a run. So she is 0 for 1. Strike called. Panthers need to shut them down right here. Cannot give up any more insurance runs as they trail by 5 as it stands right now in the 4th. The 0-1. Way high, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch bounces in there, 2-1. Two and one is the count to the number 7 hitter in the lineup, Reina Ramirez. That pitch backs her off, 3-1.
Baseball team is on the board, Maury. It is a big game over there against against Eagle Pass Win, as they are the 1 and 2 teams in district.
3-1 pitch is foul back, full count. Runner should be in motion with 2 outs.
Panthers lead 1-0 in the bottom of the third.
2 runners off.
So the Bobcats should be in motion here with a full count with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Ball is lifted in the infield. Chichester taking charge and makes the play. So F5, you're scoring at home for out number 3 for the Bobcats in that inning. 1 run on 2 hits, 2 left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th. The Panthers trail 6-1. Panthers softball will continue in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back to Panther softball, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Construction. We are heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. Uncle Maury had to step away for a second, but we do have coming up right now would be number 6, Kaylee Upton. She hit a, let's see, it says she was. Looks like she made an out, 4-3. First time up. First pitch is in there. Well, she swings and fouls it off for strike 1. Panthers looking to get something going, as they did scratch a run in the bottom of the 3rd, but South San answered in the top of the 4th and got that run right back. 0-2 pitch, nice little cutter there from the pitcher. Finds the inside half of the plate. 0-2 count now. That one little outside. Takes the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Upton, one of the Panther players that will be moving on in the fall to go play softball. Change up, and she waited on it and hits it to right field in the air, and it is caught for the first out.
Coming up to the plate, number 23, Lissy.
So that'll bring up Lissy Salazar, who hit into a fielder's choice the last time up. The fielder's choice was the last out of the inning, made it home plate. I don't know why he scored that a fielder's choice. That's actually a base hit. That was should have been if I can read his writing. Looks like he has fielder's choice 9-3-2, but that's actually should be a base hit as the first pitch is in there for a strike. 2 strikes on Lissy Salazar.
2 outs. 0-2, 1 out. Fly out to the right fielder for the first out off the bat of Upton.
Out? Oh, yeah.
F9.
No, I'm talking about Lissy, what she did the first time.
Fouls that one
That's
off, 0-2. Lissy was a fielder's choice and then was eliminated at home 9-3-2 from the put out at home plate.
She hit into a fielder's choice and then she made the last out at home plate.
Correct.
That's what it was. Okay.
My hand's scratching the way I keep the book.
Chicken scratch.
The 0-2 pitch, ground ball still foul. Same thing Lissy did last time, fouled off a lot of pitches. Panthers on the short end of a 6-1 ball game here as they bat in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-2 pitch, high and way out, way up. Suarez couldn't even get a glove on that one. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, their pitcher's done a good job, Maury, tonight of getting outs, making pitches when she needed to.
Salazar steps back in. Perez with the 1-2 pitch. Off the plate, 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there.
So the 2-2 pitch now as Salazar awaits. Outside, good job by Lissy. Was down in the count. 0-2, now it's full count. Montez waits on deck.
Good quality at bat here by Salazar to try to get something going.
Still fouls it off, staying alive. No quitting Lissy. She'll await the full count pitch once again.
It's supposed to be a pretty weekend, isn't it, Maury?
It is. Payoff. Off the plate. Good job. Great at bat there for Salazar. Montez now steps to the plate. Alyssa is 2 for 2 with 2 singles. She singled, and then that's the play that Salazar was erased at home plate, 9-3-2. First pitch, Montez fouls that one back over the backstop for 0-1 count.
Yeah, I hadn't even looked at the weather forecast. I may try to go hit a golf ball or two this weekend.
Be a good day, good weekend for it.
Worked in the flower bed last night. That was soothing.
Oh, that's blooped over to the first baseman. First baseman in foul ball territory makes the out. F3 for out number 2. Elena Gonzalez now steps to the plate. Elena strikeout, walk, and scored the lone run of the ball game for the Panthers. Off the error by the shortstop, Davila. Pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. The wind, Jeff, is still not let up. It is terrible.
So I'm having to use some eye drops. You need some?
Nope. The 1-0 pitch, fouled back, 1-1.
You trying to quit?
Trying to quit what?
the
With the eye drops? That wasn't a foul ball. Yeah, definitely.
Call it a foul ball, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can see a replay here.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Already happened on the video.
What are we doing?
I guess they're giving the umpire an opportunity to.
He took one off the mask pretty good on that foul ball. I think they're checking on the home plate umpire. Do you know what day it is? Yeah. Okay. Because that foul tip got him right off the mask.
Let's go ahead and do a reader here.
Go for it.
Magnolia Filling Station. The Magnolia Filling Station features a daily dark roast and a Fiorella blend medium roast drip coffee. Matter of fact, I may go there in the morning. Lattes, iced lattes, cold brews, Kai lattes, mochas, teas, and lemonades. Daily made from scratch pastries, muffins, cookies, cupcakes, and banana bread, just to name a few. A variety of sandwiches to include ham, turkey, Italian, and pimento cheese. Protein lunch boxes, English muffin breakfast sandwiches, and fresh fruit parfaits. Sit outside under the patio and enjoy the historic downtown Castroville atmosphere, or sit inside and visit with the friendly baristas and locals. Located at 1101 Fiorella Street in beautiful downtown Castroville. So, hey, I enjoy going in there and sitting with the locals and having a nice cup of joe. Maybe you can go in there for lunch one day and have a sandwich or a snack.
Might do that.
Tell Evan hello.
I know him very well.
Yeah. He had a birthday on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And then on Wednesday, his mother had a birthday.
Yvette.
Oh, Elmendorf. We won't say how young she is.
She just turned 32.
Well, close enough, I guess. So welcome. The umpire's actually getting checked out by the trainer. So we're going to go ahead, Maury, and
take some commercial breaks and give our sponsors some opportunity to tell you how to get a hold of them.
Right now at Chevrolet's three-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks, plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash, and $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with zero down, or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925, with one simple goal: to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Rusty Rooster at 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville is the place to stop on your way home from work, or to drop by on the weekend to grab some beverages without ever leaving your truck. Rusty Rooster, the place in Castroville for quenching your thirst from sunup to sundown. Drive through today. Fast, convenient. That's Rusty Rooster, 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville. After all, anything goes till the rooster crows.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Little break in the action here as that foul tip caught the umpire right square in the face mask, so they are switching positions now as the base umpire will come and maintain the calling behind the plate, and the home plate umpire will go do the bases. So we got a little break in the action. Bear with us. It'll be a couple of minutes, and they'll be back ready to go. But telltale of the game, 6-1 in favor of the Bobcats as they are here. It's only the bottom of the fourth, and we've been going for a long, long time.
All right, we're going to run some commercials?
Going to run some commercials. We're going to take a commercial break. Panther softball will continue after these messages.
With Broadway Bank, your everyday banking is fast, easy, and digital. And now you can bank local and earn $300 when you open a new free checking account online with qualifying activities. Enjoy the convenience of a Texas-based bank with lots of local financial centers and an award-winning online and mobile banking experience that lets you bank when you want. Learn more about this limited time offer at broadway.bank/300. Minimum opening deposit is $25. Offer subject to change without notice. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a fourth-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Have you ever made a friend by accident? I know I have. This is Alec with Lone Star Towing of Natalia, and I just want to let y'all know that I pay top dollar for your junk, wrecked, and
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. And we had a break in the action because one of the Jeff, I thought it hit him in the forehead.
In the face mask.
Oh, they said when it fouled off, he kind of turned and kind of hit him more in the temple, and that's kind of a little bit more dangerous than taking it, because I think it kind of missed most of the face mask. So they're just changing spots here as the base umpire will move behind the plate, and the home plate umpire will assume the duties on the bases. So just to keep you all updated now, it's 6-1 as the Panthers are batting here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 outs. There's a runner at first. A 1-1 count on Elena Gonzalez.
Hey, over next door at the baseball game, Maury, it is the top of the, I can't hardly see it, top of the, drum roll please, top of the fifth.
Wow, they're ahead of us now.
Top of the fifth, and it is Panthers leading 2-0.
Well, no wonder. It's a pitcher's duel. 2-0. So the home plate umpire is going to call the coaches together, go over some ground rules, and just to establish what is going on and if the scoreboard is right as far as the outs and base running is correct. And we're going to get ready to restart this ball game. Wish we could restart it from the start when it was 0-0. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. It's 6-1 in favor of the visiting South Sand Bobcats. So we're ready to go, Jeff. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. 2 outs. Runner at first is Lizzie Salazar. Like to see Elena get on base and give Nash an opportunity with some base runners. See how Perez comes out of that break in the action inside the circle again for the Bobcats.
Whoa.
Pitch is way high. And Salazar will stand up at second base. 2 balls and 1 strike.
takes second on the play.
Maury, I'm getting a little chilly.
I am too after this. Two balls, 1 strike. Way high, 3-1.
You know what's going to happen now? We're going to score 5 runs.
I hope we score more than that.
We're going to go extra innings.
Oh, yes. 3-1 is the count. First base is open, but you got dangerous hitter waiting on deck in Avery Nash. 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. So a 2-out walk. Actually 2. Nash will step to the plate. Avery is 2 for 2 tonight. Both of them have reached the fence, but they've been hit so hard that the runner that was on base had to stop at second. So let's see if Avery can come through once again here for the Panthers. Desperately needing some runs here in the fourth. Change up for a strike, 0-1. Oh-1, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Perez with the 0-1 pitch. Foul back into the screen.
One thing you can look at here too, Maury, you know, you always hear about tipping pitches. Kind of picked up on a little something here with the pitcher. She gets the sign and she pulls her hand out of that glove and kind of shows the ball sometimes. And this time, yeah, there it is. She's showing her grip.
The 0-2. Outside and high. 1-2.
So she is tipping her pitches. I'm sure our coaches have picked up on that.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. The pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Over to second in time for the out. Davila with a backhand stab. It's going to go as a fielder's choice for Nash. That's going to retire Gonzalez 6-4 for out number 3. No runs, no hits, 2 left on base. We head to the 5th. Medina Valley trails 6-1. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. We head to the top of the 5th inning. Medina Valley trails 6-1.
Good music, Maury.
Elias Balzandua, and then the top of the order. 8, 9, and 1 for the Bobcats here in the 5th. Salazar back in there in the circle for the Panthers. First pitch is the ball 1-0. Elias, a strikeout victim. And a ground out. So she is 0 for 2 tonight. That pitch is taken outside. Ball 2-0.
Boys still ahead 2-0, top of the 5th.
Ball 3-0. Elias waits on a 3-0 pitch. That's a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. 5th walk now of the ball game. That's going to bring up Sofia Balanzdua. Ground out, a single, and drove in 2 runs, Jeff.
Yeah, she's done some damage from
Absolutely.
The bottom part of that
from
order.
the number 9 spot.
It's always a bonus in any lineup.
Oh, that gets her on the hand, but was she attempting the bunt, or is she going to say she was pulling back?
Well, that actually should be a strike, Maury, because her hand is considered part of the bat.
Well, that's what I was thinking too, but we'll see. Coach Buenteo's asking about it. So let's see if that's going to be a hit by pitch. That's going to be sponsored by Hazel Russell, your State Farm agent. And when accidents happen, as do hit by pitches, call your State Farm agent. So 2 runners on now, and we go back to the top of the order in Kendra Davila. Davila ground out, 2 hits, so she is 2 for 3 tonight. Not bad for your leadoff hitter. That pitch is outside, 1-0. So both teams have a hit batsman tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Inside, 2-0. Pitch, strike call, 2-1.
That was generous there.
Little high, you think?
A little generous. Get you 1 though.
2 balls and 1 strike. 2 runners on, nobody out. Ball 3-1. Davila digs in. Hitters count 3-1. Ball is lifted back out of play. Full count. Umpire looking for some softballs. That one was fouled out of play. So a full count now with nobody out. Top of the 5th, 6-1 in favor of the Bobcats. Wind actually feels like it's picked up a notch.
It has picked
full
up.
Count, ball 4. So a walk, a hit by pitch, and another walk has the bases juiced for the Bobcats. Panthers can ill afford to give up any more runs. Vonnie Cuevas at the plate. Cuevas, 2 walks and a ground out and a run scored. So she is 0 for 1, but she's been on 2 out of the 3 times and scored a run. Let's see what the coach dials up here. Do you play small ball, Jeff, here in Bunner and get a runner? Do you swing away with with your number 2 hitter in the lineup?
Swinging away. She had a hit earlier, Maury, I believe.
She had 2 walks and then a ground out.
Oh, ground out.
So Cuevas steps in. Bases juiced. Nobody out. Panthers trail already 6-1. Cannot yield any more runs. Salazar needs to bear down here inside the circle. First pitch is ball low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, ball low, bounces in there, 2-0. Gonna have a timeout. Coach Quintero going to visit. I've never seen this before. Montez coming back in the pitch for the 3rd time.
Well, it's another pitching change sponsored by.
You have the
I
sheet.
have the sheet. Pitching changes are sponsored by Peerless Equipment. Thank you, Peerless Equipment.
Edwin Hatcher, for that.
Yeah, and we are, after this, we will have our 5th inning stretch.
It also looks like number 21.
So Avery Nash will go in and play first base. Montez will revisit the circle for the 3rd time tonight. And softball has, I want to tell you, some strange rules. Wow. So much for protecting the young lady's arms. I guess when you throw like that, it doesn't bother them to come in and not pitch and then pitch and then not pitch and then.
Natural movement.
Castiglione now looks like she is going to be coming out of the game. Or no, that looks like
Mackenzie Vallejo.
Mackenzie Vallejo. She may go in and maybe warm up a little bit. You said she was another pitcher for the Panthers.
That may be the reason why we're seeing that substitution.
Claire Bain will go out and play left field now for the Panthers. But the big story now is it's 2 balls and no strikes. Bases loaded for the Bobcats with nobody out. Montez inherits a 2-0 pitch. I mean a 2-0 count. And that's the case there, Jeff, as you see Vallejo going down inside the bullpen for the Panthers.
Yeah, but who is your next outfielder now? Because I believe you
don't even try to figure it out.
Well, if McKenzie comes into pitch,
so
that
now
means Claire Bain has to come back out.
So now Cuevas steps in now with a 2-0 count in her favor. Pitch, strike call, 2-1. Taking all the way, and no doubt you've got to. New pitcher in there. Well, not a new. Well, yeah, a new pitcher at the moment, not a new pitcher tonight. She's been inside the circle now 2 other times. The 2-1 pitch, foul back, 2-2. What a big spot for the Panthers if they could somehow get out of this inning without yielding any runs to the Bobcats.
Nobody out.
And the 2-2 changeup high, full count. Nowhere to go on the bases for Cuevas. Gathers herself, now steps back in. Montez with the delivery. Outside and high, ball 4. It's going to be an RBI for Cuevas. Run scored for Trinity Elias. We head back now to the number 3 hitter, Leah Lackey. Lackey is 2 for 3 with that big blast home run. And boy, could she do some damage if she would get a hold of another one here.
Thinking the same thing.
No place to put her on the bases. First pitch to Lackey is a strike called, 0-1. Lackey with a single, a run scored. Fielder's choice and then a home run. That ball is lifted into right field. Right fielder going back, makes the play, tagging at third and standing up at home plate as there was no play. So that's a F9 and an RBI for Lackey.
For the first out.
Balls in Dua comes around and scores. So the first out of the inning, Jeff, and can you believe that is the first out in the air tonight, and it comes in the 5th inning off the bats of the Bobcats.
We had a similar situation Tuesday night.
First pitch to Suarez is a strike. Suarez singled, doubled, scored a run, and then grounded out. So she is 2 for 3 tonight. Runners at the corners. 8-1 is your new score. Pitch gets away from Upton, but the runners hold. Count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. As Suarez waits on it. Check swing, ball low, 2-1.
2-1? I missed one somewhere.
Ball is lifted in the infield. The wind is going to play havoc on it, and it's going to blow it out of play. Avery was given chance, but just run out of room
Climb the fence.
as the ball blew away from her out of play.
I remember a play like that in baseball when I was in high school. Jason Holzhaus was playing first base, and he ran over and he looked at the fence, and Spider got onto him. He said, "You climb the fence." He told him. Oh, Spider.
2-2 count. Ball, I think is full. I'm not sure. It's either 2-2 or 3-2.
I've got full count.
Well, no signal from the umpire. Yeah, it is. Full count.
Oh, we've had this guy before.
See if the runner goes. It's going to get by the catcher. Throw home, not in time as the run scores. As that's a pass ball. The runner will score from third in Davila. 10-1 now is the score. That's a walk issued to Suarez. Kiara Martinez now steps to the plate. Martinez with a fielder, 2 fielder's choices, or 1 fielder's choice. And Jeff, 2 RBIs off of 2 ground outs and a single. So she is 1 for 3, but has 2 out of the 10 RBI.
You're saying maybe battling for player of the game honors?
Well, it's going to be tough because Davila from the leadoff spot has been pretty tough also.
Yeah, their pitcher has only given up 1 run to this point.
First pitch is a strike called right down the middle, 0-1. Martinez, first baseman for the Bobcats tonight. The 0-1 pitch is a strike called, 0-2.
Or I don't know what Sini's done to the scoreboard.
She don't know either.
She's fixing it.
The 0-2 pitch, ground ball. Oh, it's off the runner. That's a dead ball.
So she's out.
So that's going to be the second out of the game. of the inning, excuse me.
That'll be a fielder's choice. Two unassisted, or four unassisted.
Four unassisted. So now with 2 outs, and Michaela Cortez steps to the plate. Michaela walk, single, scored a run, and reached on an error.
Well, hold on now. They got runners on first and second.
That's what they were before they hit that ball. You send the
I
runner
thought she
at
was
third
on
back.
third.
No, she was at second.
Oh, I thought she was on third. Okay.
The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Three to nothing now score over here next door at the baseball game. Panthers lead, still batting in the bottom of the
1-1 pitch, strike call on the inside part of the plate, 1-2. Foul ball. Count stays at 1-2. Well, Jeff, it feels like we've been playing forever.
Well, we started about 7:30. It's about a 2-hour game, but we did have a 3-hour game in Laredo. You didn't get to make that trip.
The 1-2 pitch.
First game of the year.
2-2.
Was a 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.
Isn't that funny how they took all their money and then the actress has all of her gowns and stuff?
Yeah, right.
Ground ball to second baseman over. And good job by Nash staying on the base.
Well, it's a good thing because the easy play would have been to flip it to second
There
base.
was nobody covering.
The shortstop ran to third. And, yeah.
3 runs with Jeff. 3 runs, no hits.
No hits.
3 walks and a hit by pitch.
Well.
And walks are just like a hit. So we're going to have a reader for the
we got a
5th-inning
fifth-inning stretch. The Sunrise Restaurant. Family dining at its best in Uvalde, Texas, located at 510 West Main Street. We are open for breakfast and lunch. On your way through town, stop in and give our mouth-watering breakfast and delicious lunch plates a try. Easy in, easy out. Panther fans will be making many trips this way in the near future, and we want to invite you to stop by. If you are in a hurry, call 830-278-6100 for to-go orders. Go Panthers, and best of luck this season. Once again, Maury, we're heading down to Eagle Pass in a couple of weeks. I may have to stop in there at Sunrise Restaurant if I can get away early enough from work.
What do you mean we?
Well, I got a mouse in my pocket I'm going to be taking with me.
Oh, okay.
We is the team.
Okay. So, welcome back to Panthers softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Panthers trail 9-1. Chichester will lead off for the Panthers. Ariel, a strikeout victim and then a sacrifice, but the runs did not score as they were stranded at second and third. So she is officially 0 for 1. First pitch, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. And the 1-0 pitch. Shot in between the 5-6 hole, in for a base hit. Lead off single for Chichester. 5th hit of the ball game now. As Vallejo steps to the plate. Vallejo was hit by a pitch and then reached on an error. So she is 0 for 1.
So she came out of the game.
Jeff, I don't.
And she has not been re-entered by the coach yet.
Jeff, I don't know.
So
ball low. Chichester will stand at second base.
Unless she did it in between innings, which she could have.
So 1 ball and no strikes. Chichester takes the extra 60 feet as the ball gets away from the catcher, Suarez. The 1-0 pitch. And that bounces in there, and that gets by Suarez again, as Chichester will move to third. Two 2-0 now to Vallejo. And the pitch. Strike call, 2-1. Little different strike zone between these two umpires.
Well, the other umpire strike zone was very, it's hard to say what it was.
2-1 pitch. Ball low, 3-1.
And we've had both of these umpires before.
Yep. So Perez with the 3-1 pitch, that bounces in there, ball 4. Not what you want if you're the south side of it. Castiglione now steps to the plate. Castiglione fielder's choice and a ground out, so she is 0 for 2. Gonna have a visit on the mound for the Bobcats. Just trying to settle down the pitcher Perez, as the Bobcats have a 9-1 lead. So the last thing you want to do is be putting Panthers on with a free ride.
Yeah.
Want to make them earn that trip on the bases. And for the Panthers, you need base runners however you can get them. Okay, Blue, it's time to break up this little huddle here. A little bit long here. All right, we're ready to get back into action as Castiglione will step to the plate.
At the plate, number 7, Morgan Castiglione.
I'm about to turn this table over so it can block the wind, Maury.
It's terrible.
I'm cold.
I'm getting cold too. But let's see if the Panthers can warm up here, as they need a big rally here, trailing by 8. With 2 runners on, though, with no outs. Pitches ball outside, 1-0. By any means possible here for the Panthers.
Was this the umpire that said we got him in trouble?
No.
Okay.
Nope. He was here Tuesday. The 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Perez kind of wanted that pitch, but it was just off the plate. 2-0. Long stare at the wristband. 2-0 pitch to Castiglione. Ball is lifted down the third base line to third baseman, and the left fielder with a great play out there. Cortez running in foul ball territory for the putout. And Jeff, that was just scouting out the Panthers as they were right in position to make that play. F9 for out number 1. That's a great play out there by Cortez. Stivers now will step to the plate, and you told me they burned Annie, and here she is back up for her third inning, at bat.
I don't know.
You need to read the rule book.
I do. I need to go back to school.
I don't know if I can read it. I think it might be in Chinese because I don't understand what's going on.
I don't either. I don't know. I have no idea. We do know, I think we've narrowed it down to that she's hitting for Haley Marshall.
Oh, we did narrow that part down?
Hey, up the middle. Middle.
So Stivers will step in, and he flew out and grounded out to the first baseman. She's 0 for 2 tonight. Runners at the corners now with 1 out. Panthers trailing 9-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Perez got a much-needed out with some big help from the left fielder. She had started the inning with a single and a walk. Runners still at the corners now. Chichester at third. Vallejo at first. 1 ball and no strikes as Stivers digs in. A shot up the middle for a base hit. That's an RBI single for Aniston Stivers. As Chichester comes in and scores. So now Kaylee Upton will step to the plate for the Panthers.
That'll bring up number 6, Kaylee Upton.
Kaylee is 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out and a fly out to the right fielder.
Good job by Annie. Hitting the ball right back up the middle where it came from.
Right where it came from. Perez with the pitch to Upton. Ball is lifted foul back behind the screen. 0-1. Panthers trying to chip away here in the 5th. 1 run across. We got 2 runners on with 1 out. Upton at the plate for the Panthers. Perez remains the pitcher inside the circle for the Bobcats. And the pitch is a high 1 ball and 1 strike.
Dinner tonight, Maury? Pork rinds and a cold drink?
I don't know if any place is going to be open by the time this game is over. Pitches 1 ball, 1 strike, fouled off, 1 and 2.
A couple of them will be open. Whataburger.
Don't really help me much, a hamburger, because I gave up meat
Oh,
on.
you can have a fish sandwich.
Not too good from there.
Oh, or a fish platter. Oh, yeah, the fish platter.
It's the same platter as the sandwich. There's just 2 pieces.
Yep.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Upton. 2 runners on.
And they don't advertise with us, so maybe you can go to Sammy's.
They'll be closed.
Oh.
2 and 2.
Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yep. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
A lot of activities going on tomorrow night around town.
Yes.
A lot of live music going on. Different specials at different places.
2-2 strike called. Out number 2 via the strikeout. We're in the 5th inning, Jeff, and that's just the 3rd strikeout.
That was a tough pitch right there.
Little in tight.
Yeah, I mean, that one's even tough to foul off.
Claire Bame now steps to the plate for the Panthers. Her first at bat tonight. Perez checks the wristband. First pitch to Bame is a strike called, 0-1. Yeah, that was just the 3rd strikeout tonight, Jeff.
Yep.
For Panthers hitting. The 0-1 pitch, Bame digs in. Suarez settles behind the plate. Check swing, swing and a miss, 0-2. Top of the order waits on deck. Claire can come through here with a big clutch. 2 out at bat here in the bottom of the 5th. The 0-2 way high. Not a bad spot there for Perez, trying to see if catch Claire chasing something a little outside the zone, but a good discipline there by Bame. Perez a little bit more deliberate here of late here in between pitches. 1-2 pitch. Strike called, and Jeff, that looked like that was off the plate outside.
Yep.
So 2 questionable called 3rd strikes
those are,
against the Panthers, and maybe he wants to go home and watch some
those are those
basketball.
that you say we're not going to give them any more, no more questionable calls.
So no runs on no hits. 1 hit from Stivers, 2 left on base. We head to the 6th. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a fourth-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction does it all. Located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the sixth. Rainer Ramirez at the plate. Ramirez, a strikeout, a walk, scored a run, and then a fly out.
I think you're going to see a expanded strike zone.
I hope we see a 0-1's count now. The 0-1 pitch from Montez is a ball high, 1-1.
Maybe not that expanded.
No, that would have been a little bit.
That'd have been a little obvious.
Yep. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
You want to meet me for a cup of coffee at Magnolia in the morning?
Nope.
Or
I'm going to sleep in.
Or a latte?
The 1-2 pitch. Well, he could have, maybe stretched that one a little bit, but that was a little outside. 2-2.
That was a little in the box. We've seen worse.
Yep. Two.
Oh, had a little bite on that one.
Full count.
Didn't quite catch the outside corner.
Full count pitch, ball 4.
Ball 4, she'll go for a walk.
Gonna have to dust off all my equipment before we go to Southwest. A constant wind blowing.
So Trinity Elias steps to the plate. Elias, a strikeout, a ground out, and a walk, and scored a run. So she is 0 for 2 with a run scored.
Is this a pinch hitter?
I think it is.
16, Michaela Cortez.
Is it?
Michaela Cortez.
Okay. Cortez steps to the plate. Squares around, fakes the bunt, pulls it back, and it's called for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, they stole my sheet.
Took it back.
Took it back, so I don't know the subs, but Cortez, you said, right?
Michaela Cortez.
Michaela Cortez, okay. First at bat, as it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Cortez. Bluffs the bunt once again, takes it for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1's the count. Montez delivers. That ball bounces in there. for a walk. We head back to the top of the order with Kendra Davila. Kendra grounded out. Single, a walk. 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. A visit inside the circle for Coach Monteo.
No outs. You're in the top of the 6th inning.
See, now he wants to go and break up the deal when we have a timeout inside the circle. I think he wants to go home, doesn't he?
Let's move this along.
Yeah. Nobody out, 2 runners on. Top of the order at the plate in Kendra Davila.
Did you say top of the order?
Yep.
Seems like they've stayed at the top of the order.
Oh, no, actually, this is Sophia Balzandua. Top of the order is on deck in the lefty.
4-1 game now for the Panthers, and on the baseball side of things over there, and it looks like they got a little trouble going on.
Balzandua with a ground out, a single, drove in 2 runs, was hit by a pitch and a walk, and then another walk, so she's so 1 ball and 1 strike to Balzandua. Nobody out, 2 runners on, squares around the bunt, pulls it back, takes it high for a ball, 2-1. Two and one. Balzandua steps out, now back in. Montez ready to deliver. And the pitch, square around the bunt. Bunts through it for a strike, 2-2. The 2-2. Ball is lifted in the center field. Castiglione, couple of steps in, makes the catch for the first out of the inning. F8 for out number 1. Now we go back to the top of the order in Kendra Davila. Davila ground out. A single, a walk, and scored a run. 2 for 3 with a run scored. First pitch is off the plate, 1-0. And the 1-0. Ball, 2-0. And a 2-0. Ball 3. 3-0.
Big strikeout by Michael Newton in the top of the 6th with runners on first and second. Ends the threat for the Mavericks as the baseball Panthers are still ahead 4-1, going to the bottom.
Strike call, 3-1. Taken all the way was Davila. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. That loads the bases for Vanny Cuevas. Cuevas walked, ground out, walked. 3 walks in the game. An RBI and a run scored.
Looks like we're going to have another Peerless Equipment pitching change.
And with that said, we're going to take a timeout. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Have you ever made a friend by accident? I know I have. This is Alec with Lone Star Towing of Natalia, and I just want to let y'all know that I pay top dollar for your junk, wrecked, and abandoned vehicles. I can even come to your location and tow it out of there at no extra charge. Give me a call at 210-777-0585, and I'll be sure to get you taken care of quickly.
Are you ready For a vacation, Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Back to Panther softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. New pitcher now in the circle for the Panthers is Vallejo. Move in from right field. Benny Cuevas steps in for the Bobcats. 3 walks, ground out, a run scored, and an RBI. That evens the count at 1-1. Ball is lifted, foul out of play.
Ooh, that breeze is...
It's blowing, isn't it?
I think it's picking up. I hate to be a crybaby about it.
No, it's a little chilly. 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. 9-2. Cuevas waits. Foul back once again. Count stays at 1-2. And the 1-2. Shot to second base, gets it.
That's double play.
And they doubled it off. As Cuevas is going to be retired, F4 for the putout number 2. And then 4-3 for the double up for out number 3. Wow, get out of that with no runs after they load the bases with 1 out. Great job of Vallejo coming in and pitching out of that jam. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panthers softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Panthers trailing 9-2. Panthers will send to the plate Montez, Gonzalez, and Nash. 1-2-3. Montez is 2 singles and a ground out, so she is 2 for 3 tonight.
At the plate for the Panthers, number 99, Alyssa Montez.
Hey, Maury, I recommend at the end of this game that we do a real quick end.
It's a good idea. First pitch to Montez is ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, I spoke too soon earlier. This is going to be a 3-hour game.
It's on its way.
Baseball may be finished before we are.
Yep. 1-0. Grounded foul, 1-1.
Foul ball. 1-1 pitch coming up.
And Jeff, the faithful that were out there in left field, they're not there no more. There's nobody on Taos Hill.
No. We got to come up with a name for that hill. What's a good name?
Perez stares in. Montez waits the 1-1 pitch. Shot into center field. That's going to be down for a leadoff single for Montez. That's her third hit of the night for the Panthers. Elena Gonzalez now will step to the plate.
Discussion about the substitutions.
Yep.
Here we go.
And I'm going to tell you, if you can keep track of all that.
In that little scorebook they give you?
Yes.
Just think about the umpire's little scorecard.
Oh, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Got a little discussion here on substitution and stuff, so Carlos Vivian Diaz will come in and run for Montez, which that's a courtesy runner now because he's the pitcher, correct?
That is correct. Should be.
So now Elena Gonzalez steps to the plate. Elena strikeout, walked, scored a run, and walked. So she is 0 for 1 with a run scored. So Perez stares in. First pitch to Gonzalez is ball low, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch. Ball 2, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at first. 9-2 in favor of the Bobcats. The Panthers bat here in the bottom of the 6th. Strike call, 2-1.
Oh, that's right. I just got a text message. She's not the pitcher anymore. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yellow came in. So she's being substituted again.
I don't know.
She's.
Don't even say she's burnt. Don't even. I don't want to hear it. I don't know.
That's the second time she's been pinch run for.
2-1. The bunt is fair ball. Base hit.
Oh.
Throw over to second, and they're going to say she ran past the base. A good heads-up play as they catch her off the base for the putout. So instead of having runners at first and second with nobody out, we have a runner at first with 1 out. And with a player down, do we want to take a commercial break? Or you want to keep it right here?
Yeah, we'll keep it here.
We'll keep it right here because it's so exciting. 9-2.
I don't know. The score sheet that we would have would be.
I'm glad I keep it like I do because if I'd have been in a regular scorebook, I have no idea.
Yeah, but I can't remember if the first time that we had a pinch runner or courtesy runner, if she was pitching or not. So this would be the second substitution if that was not the case. Talking about Alyssa Montez. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Take a break. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. You can take that to the bank. Texan Bank. poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Big State Electric is raising the bar in the San Antonio electrical industry. Working with local and forward-thinking companies, we are changing the downtown skyline with beautiful and innovative buildings. As well as working with local universities, we are revolutionizing academic sports with cutting-edge and high-tech electrical solutions. Join us as we light up the future one project at a time. Big State Electric, competence and quality since 1966, supporting San Antonio, Austin, Houston, and the Gulf Coast region.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Rusty Rooster at 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville is the place to stop on your way home from work or to drop by on the weekend to grab some beverages without ever leaving your truck. Rusty Rooster, the place in Castroville for quenching your thirst from sun up to sundown. Drive through today. Fast, convenient. That's Rusty Rooster, 806 Highway 90 West in Castroville. After all, anything goes till the rooster crows.
With Broadway Bank, your everyday banking is fast, easy, and digital. And now you can bank local and earn $300 when you open a new free checking account online with qualifying activities. Enjoy the convenience of a Texas-based bank with lots of local financial centers and an award-winning online and mobile banking experience that lets you bank when you want. Learn more about this limited time offer at broadway.bank/300. Minimum opening deposit is $25. Offer subject to change without notice. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in the middle of an injury timeout. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning here, and while the players being attended to, we will we'll keep it right here, and we'll try to keep you posted on when we will be coming back. So once again, this is a injury timeout.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Moving and Remodeling. So we have one out, runner at first. Avery Nash at the plate. Avery, 2 hits and a fielder's short, so she is 2 for 3. Gonzalez at first. Panthers bat here in the bottom of the 6th. Perez delivers. That pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes.
And we can't speculate on the young lady that was injured, and so we won't. But prayers are with her.
Yes, most definitely. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner at first. 9-2 in favor of South San, as the Panthers need to scratch some runs across here and often here. Is it 9-2? That ball is lifted, foul, out of play, down the third baseline. 2-1 now is the count.
Foul ball, 2-1 pitch coming up. 1 out, 1 runner at first base here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, the good news is, Maury, we're playing at home tonight. And you don't have to go line the fields. For opening ceremonies tomorrow at the Pony Fields over here.
2-1, 3-1 now is the count. Chichester waits on deck. Gonzalez is your runner at first with the 1 out. Perez delivers way high and outside. Walk issued to Avery Nash. Chester now will step to the plate. Ariel strikeout, a ground out, a single, and a run scored. So she is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Scored the 2nd run of the ball game. First pitch to strike called, 0-1. Perez checks the pitches from the dugout, and she still hasn't got it yet. Now she has. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Nice little change up there.
The 0-2. Way high and outside. Snap throw down. Not in time.
It just so happens last time she did that, it was Elena Gonzalez at second base.
It's Elena Gonzalez at second now.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chichester waits. The 1-2. Change up outside, 2-2. Perez digs in inside the circle. Strike called. Strikeout for 2nd out of the inning. It's going to bring up the plate Mackenzie Vallejo. First pitch is inside, ball 1, 1-0.
Ooh, I was going to say the wind had died down, and now it looks to be whipping them flags around again.
The 1-0 pitch. Foul back to the screen, 1-1.
Good cut there by Mack.
Gonzalez, the runner, at second. Nash at first. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th.
Quite a few people still tuned in. Glad y'all stuck it out with us.
1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, 1-2. And the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And a 2-2. Swing and a miss for out number 3. For the Panthers in that inning, no runs. 2 hits, 2 left on base. We head to the 7th. Panthers trail 9-2. Panther softball will continue here in just a moment.
Let's get social. Like Medina Valley Broadcast Network on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at MVBroadnet and visit the official website at mvbn.net. Get the latest and join the conversation about all things Medina Valley sports. Come on, let's talk.
Right now at Chevrolet's 3-time Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet. Get $15,000 off MSRP and 1.9% financing on new Silverado 1500 trucks. Plus $2,250 in trade assistance cash. And $7,000 off MSRP on new Blazers. Lease a new Equinox for $299 with 0 down or buy for $23,999. Get 2.1% financing on all new Traverses. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dotson House Moving and Remodeling. Lucky, Suarez, and Martinez up for the Bobcats in the 7th inning. 3, 4, 5 hitters. Ground ball to Chester. Chester over the throw. Good dig out there by Nash for out number 1. 5-3 for the out. Abigail Suarez now steps to the plate. Suarez single, double, a walk, ground out. 2 for 3 with a run scored.
Baseball game is over, Maury. Boys won 4-1.
Strike called, 0-1.
Big win as they extend their lead 2 games now in district race. That was the end of the first round, so they ended the first round with the 2-game lead.
That ball is lifted in center field. Castiglione going back and makes the play. F8 for out number 2. Could we possibly have the first 1,
Don't
2,
even
3
say it.
inning for the Panthers
Why would
tonight?
you do that?
Because I got confidence. Kiara Martinez steps to the plate. Martinez with the 2 ground outs, but got 2 RBI out of them. And a single and a fielder's choice. So she is 1 for 4 with 2 RBI. Takes that pitch for a strike, 0-1. Little bit inside and tight. 1-1. And the 1-1. Foul back. 1-2.
1-2 pitch coming up, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning.
So Martinez gathers herself, now steps back in and waits the 1-2 pitch from Vallejo. And the pitch. Strike called. 1, 2, 3 inning for the Panthers. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Panthers have some work to do. Trailing 9-2. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Dodson House Moving and Construction is a fourth-generation company operated by the same family for over 75 years. We do turnkey work from moving your structure, setting the foundation, and all your construction needs. Aluminum decking, concrete work, canopies, and any other need to make your project operational. From moving to construction, large or small, Dodson House Moving and Construction located at 12939 Southwest Loop 410 in San Antonio. Give us a call at 210-628-1459.
Welcome back to Panthers softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet and Dodson House Building and Remodeling. First 3-up, 3-down inning for either pitcher tonight, Jeff, and they came from Vallejo. And Jeff, that strikeout in the 7th inning was the first strikeout since the 2nd inning. There's 3 strikeouts.
Southside did a heck of a job tonight putting the ball in play when they needed to.
They've only struck out 3 times.
Yeah.
So now the Panthers will send to the plate Castiglione, Stivers, and Upton. 6, 7, and 8. That ball is lifted back into the screen, 0-1. Castiglione reached on a fielder's choice, a ground out and a fly out. She is 0 for 3 tonight.
Castiglione can pull the ball too. They've left her wide open.
Ball bounces in, one ball and 1 strike.
Pitch coming up.
So Perez checks the pitching chart. And the 1-1. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch to Castiglione. Ground ball inside the hole for a base hit.
Solid hit for a single.
Lead-off single for the Panthers. Going to bring up number 13, Aniston Stivers. Annie, a fly out, a ground out, and a single and an RBI tonight for the Panthers. So she is 1 for 3 with an RBI.
Back up the middle.
First pitch is low and outside. Ball 1, 1-0. Under 1-0. Strike called, 1-1. Perez back in. Stivers awaits the 1-1 pitch. It's a ground ball inside the hole for another base hit. Panthers with back-to-back hits to start this 7th inning. Going to bring up number 6, the catcher, Kaylee Upton. Upton with a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. She is 0 for 3 tonight.
That may have been the softest base hit of the night.
Nope, we had one in the infield before.
Did we?
Yep.
It worked.
Strike called, 0-1. I think it was Lissy or Elena rolled one down first baseline and beat the throw out on a.
That was yesterday.
Seems like it. That ball is lifted in the air. Third baseman over in foul ball territory and makes the play for out number 1. F5 for the put out. Claire Bain now will step to the plate for the Panthers. Claire was a strikeout victim, her only at bat tonight. So she is 0 for 1.
Claire's due for a nice solid base hit.
Strike called, 0-1. Strike called, 0-2.
I don't know where that buzzing started all of a sudden, Maury.
Me neither. It just started.
It just started.
It's half an inning.
Yeah.
No balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. Bottom of the 7th. Panthers trail by 7.
Come on, Claire. Protect the plate.
Perez ready to deliver the 0-2 pitch. And here it is. Strike called for out number 2. We head back to the top of the order with Alyssa Montez. Montez with three singles and a fly out or a pop out to the first baseman. So she is 3 for 4 tonight, Jeff. But has yet to score a run for the Panthers.
Well, the thing now is you're down to the last out. You extend the game. Do what you can to extend the game. Don't give me that dirty look.
At the plate for the Panthers, number 9.
So Alyssa Montez steps to the plate, 3 for 4 tonight.
Oh, officially longest game of the season. It's over 3 hours.
First pitch to Montez. Ground ball up the middle. 1 run will score as Castiglione will be waved home. Throw home not in time. So that's the 4th hit tonight for Montez. Gets an RBI on the tab. That brings in Castiglione. So Elena Gonzalez now steps to the plate. Tenth hit of the ball game for the Panthers. 9-3. Strike called, 0-1.
Same here.
Elena, a strikeout, a walk, and a single. So she has gotten on 3 times, but 1 hit. Also scored first run of the night for the Panthers. Takes that pitch off the plate, 1-1.
Couple more batters, Maury, and we'll hit the 11 o'clock mark. Looking forward to that.
Yep. 1-1.
There you go.
Base hit in the left field. So another hit for the Panthers. That's the 4th hit in this inning for Medina Valley. Bases loaded now for the Panthers. As Avery Nash steps to the plate for the Panthers. 1 swing of the bat here, and it could get pretty interesting right now.
I was going to say, 1 swing of the bat, and
could have a 2-run ball game here in a heartbeat. Avery Nash with 2 singles, a fielder's choice, and a walk, so she is 2 for 3. Been on 3 out of the 4 times. Pitch is outside, ball 1-0.
She's going to get her fastball here. See if she can get one middle. Do something with it. Like I said before, Avery does not get cheated on her swings. She takes some rips.
Perez with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Well, when that one left the pitcher's hand, I thought that could be trouble. Little rise to it. Avery got the bat underneath it.
Bases juiced, 9-3. The ball is hit in the center field. Center fielder coming on. Not going to get to it. That falls for a base hit. Throw home. Out! Wow, a single, an RBI single for Nash. But then the throw home cuts down Montez as he tried to score from second base for the third out of the inning. For the Panthers in that inning, 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 left on base. Panthers fall to the South Sand Bobcats 9-4. Panther softball will continue and will continue briefly after these messages.
Actually, we're gonna
say good night right
here.
now.
We're gonna say good night, God bless, and
for
we'll
Jeff,
see you Tuesday night at Southwest High School.
For Jeff Stivers, I'm Maury Stein saying good night, God bless.